Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another year of awakening. Tonight's program is brought to you all by 8 dedicated young Somali professionals and students from right here in Ottawa. And they are Amal Aden, Hassan Suleiman, Hibo Warfa, Khudan Jama, Ifrah Hassan, Sharmaki Abdullahi, Yunus Habane, and myself.
Assalamu alaikum. Marka ugu horeysa waxaan jeclahay inaan isku soo dhaweeyo dhamaantiin kulankii toddobaad oo awakening Kakaca oo ah baraarujinta dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed meel kasta dunida ka joogaan aad iyo aad ugu faraxsanahay sanad toddobaad inaad noo soo baxdaan habeen dhaxan ah maalin sabti ah alxamdulillah aad iyo aad ugu faraxsanahay waxaan jeclahay in aan soo dhaweeyo dhammaan walaalaha nagala socdo awakening Facebook walaalaha nagala socdo Snapchat oo dunida meel kasta ka joogaan waxaan idin leenahay idinkana soo dhawaada.
I would like to welcome you all for the to the 7th annual Awakening Conference. My name is Hassan Suleiman. For those that don't know me, I grew up in Ottawa, and I'm familiar a lot with the people that that keep organizing this wonderful conference. And this year, I decided to join on board. So, first of all, I would like to thank you, everybody that's watching the events online, whether through Snapchat, whether through Facebook Live. Secondly, I would like to thank everybody that came in from outside cities, Toronto, Montreal. You guys see the Canadian weather? It wasn't easy, so big thank you to you guys.
To get to our first speaker, his name is Ismail Abdullah.
So the point of the story is that there's going to be negative events in your life that you're going to see as particularly negative, but are going to have very positive repercussions and consequences. And vice versa. There's going to be great things that happen in your life where you're really going to be cheering, but little do you know that there are going to be negatives that come after it. And it's not to be a negative, put a cloud of negativity over positive events. That's not the point. I think the point of the story is, and the point that I learned, is that to be a little bit more even-keeled when things are going up and down in life. That, something terrible might happen, and you might be just shaking your head and really going through it. And little do you know that, it might be a very good thing. And now looking back on that first round of rejections, McMaster really caused a lot of distress for me. I didn't realize that the next cycle, same thing would happen. I'd be getting rejected across the country once again. And then the following year, I was able to get accepted to the University of Ottawa, a city that I grew up in, a city that has my friend circle, has my parents here. And looking back, getting rejected from McMaster and all those other universities at the time was great, because it made me a stronger person. It made me someone who can at least appreciate that there's going to be ups and downs in life, and that the ability to stay even-keeled is extremely helpful. So I'll leave you guys with that lesson, that you're going to experience positive things. There's going to be cons that come out of that positivity. There's going to be negative things that happen. There's going to be positivity that comes after that negative event. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for having me.
Somali Faces utilizes their platform to galvanize successful fundraising efforts that capture the hearts and minds of the Somali public by improving the lives of those in need. Please help me welcome from the UK, Mohammed Ibrahim Shireh.
This is Aye Mumino. I met her in one of the busy markets of Somalia, in Western Mogadishu. She was begging. She was begging for food and for money. Aye Mumino, she was a wealthy woman. She had over 200 cows. She had massive farms in Boriole village. What happened was her land was grabbed, basically her village was attacked by extremists. So she was forced to move to Mogadishu. When we shared the story with the Somali Faces community, people were quite upset, and they said, we have to do something. We bought her land in Mogadishu. We transferred the deeds to her, And then we built her house. And next to the house, we also built a shop. And then we also trained the grandchild, who was 16 years of age, how to run and operate that shop. That way, she doesn't have to beg on the streets. Since then, using the power of storytelling, we captured and recorded over thousands of stories from Somalia across the globe. Stories that make you see the beauty in people, make you smile with them, laugh with them, cry with them, inspiring people that are challenging the negative perception.
Moving on to our next speaker, please help me welcome MP Anita Vanderbilt, Member of Parliament for Ottawa West Nepean, to give a few remarks.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Bienvenue. Salam alaikum. I noticed that the theme for this conference is about agents of change. It's about a rising generation. And I am inspired and encouraged when I see the generation that is rising before us, because this is a generation that understands that when our neighbors do well, we all do well, that we all rise together. It's a generation that is more connected, more informed, more awake than any other generation before. Places in the world that seemed remote and foreign are just a click away for this generation. And I am so looking forward to the kinds of things that those who are in this room are going to be doing, but more importantly, the things you're doing today. Because as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says, you are not the leaders of tomorrow, you are the leaders of today. And whether it's something that you're doing in your own neighborhood, in a community, whether it's an improvement that you're making to our city, to our country, or the work that you're doing internationally. I know some of the leaders that I know in the community who are working with the United Nations, who are working with people, building bridges, and making a better world. And that is something that I would very much strongly like to encourage. It's something that I'm looking forward to hearing more about this evening. And on behalf of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, on behalf of Minister Catherine McKenna, and all parliamentarians, I want to applaud all of you, wish you success, and a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Next up we have our poet for the night, Ammar Abdisamid.
Hey yo, imagine that I didn't start this off with the word imagine, and instead of falling into old habits, I did something new. Let me guide you through my mental labyrinth where the decor of fine line is between genius and disastrous. I was never born with the desire to write this accurate, always wrote the maverick like I was average until I was taught in order to be immaculate, you must first be inaccurate. So my genes developed through the time while my inner soul learned how to rhyme, and that's where I introduced you to prime. See, my uncle coached me into the game like Popovich did the Spurs, except we share the same family name. My next poem is our first collaboration, slowly making our path into the Hall of Fame, and this is how it goes. This is for awakening. We live in a society where sobriety is deemed unfit, where young girls starve themselves because their jeans don't fit, and young boys walk out on their families like, I don't need your dish.
Without further ado, help me welcome Habiba Ali to the stage.
I am an aspiring playwright. I knew I wanted to do something creative ever since I was young, but coming from a very conservative, traditional family, I thought that wouldn't be okay. But when I think of agents of change, the people that come to mind are my parents, Mina and Ahmed Ali. They're not siblings. Somalis just have a lot of common names. They share names. So, when I think of agents of change, they come to mind because no matter what I tried in life, they never told me no. And sometimes I feel really, really guilty about that because I know there's a lot of people who struggle with following their passion. My mom and dad have been married 35 plus years for sure because my older brother's 35. Unfortunately, they don't celebrate their wedding anniversary. They said,
Next up we have our keynote speaker, Asha Siad.
Thank you to the Awakening team for organizing this incredible conference. This evening has been inspiring, and I'm so grateful to be surrounded by ambitious agents of change. When did you realize that you wanted to become a doctor, or an entrepreneur, or a journalist? Better yet, when did you realize that you wanted to change the world? I think that's what most of us in this room signed up for. This evening, I would like you to reflect and think about your story and how you see yourself.
Our next speaker for the night, Fawzia Abdelkader.
And then coming up with really good strategies of prevention, reaching out to school boards, reaching out to the police, finding out information about the surveillance information that the police is sitting with in these neighborhoods. So kudos to the Canadian Somali mothers and their sustained efforts and what they have done. This year they have been recognized by Crime Prevention Ottawa with an award. A couple of years ago, the Council of Muslim, the National Council of Islam organization, the one that used to be CARE, and now it has another name, recognized Hawa Shafi'i. So it's really by coming together without even asking for funding and just knocking on everybody's door, whether it's the provincial politicians or the federal politicians, the school board trustees, and making sure that even engaging with the EQA tests and how different schools in different neighborhoods are performing and how that is impacting the community, taking stock of it and doing something about it.
The last question on this panel before we go directly into the audience is, how can we invest in the emerging pool of young professionals to tackle social issues within our community? We talked about systemic racism, we talked about youth violence, issue of crime, some mental health, to name a few. So what are some thoughts on this? Asha, you want to go first? Yeah.
So one of my favorite quotes that's driven my work over the years is by M.K. Sante, and he says, when you make an observation, you have an obligation. And when it comes to creating change, I think you have to create your own opportunities.
So I'll go one more question there, and I have another question, and then we'll go back and forth, and then we'll go to the audience. So one question, Helen. So Helen, go ahead.
So somebody asked, how can we encourage young Somali boys to be more involved in community initiatives and become agents of change themselves?
I feel like when I hear the word agents of change, it makes you feel like you need to be somebody to be an agent of change. And so that might dissuade people. It might make people feel like, whoa, I'm not there. And so maybe presenting things in a different light would be helpful.
The Community Engagement Award is being awarded to Zaida Mohammed. Zaida Mohammed is a long-time community activist, wife, and mother to her beautiful daughter. She was involved in many initiatives in her society, in our city of Ottawa, where she resides. Some of the community work that she does is she's a core member of the Vaudeville Campaign for Environmental Safety. She's part of the Canadian Association for Muslims with Disability. She's a part of the City for All Women initiatives, the tenant advisory group with Ottawa Community Housing. However, Zaida Mohammed is mainly known for the community work that she does at the Homer Club in Centertown, established in 2013. So without further ado, I'd like to call up Zaida Mohammed.
So for the Lifetime Achievement Awards, the award goes to Abdelazam Karam. Abdelazam is Executive Director of the Somali Center. He has built a very outstanding network of different organizations and has advocated on behalf of the community to hire Somalis. On his leadership, the Somali Center grew from 0 staff to 28 staffers with different ethnic backgrounds and is still growing in the near future. Let's welcome Abdelazam Karam.
So I don't know if you're familiar with how this program works, but basically we make sure that everybody in Ottawa forever and ever will know what this man contributed to this city by engraving his name on the wall of inspiration at Ottawa City Hall. It's going to remain there as long as the building is standing.
I just want to say thank you everyone so much once again for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the program as much as we enjoyed putting it on for you. As you can imagine, a program like this cannot be possible without the help of our wonderful volunteers. What is it that you can share with us, this takeaway message, or something that you learned from today?
Not to judge people who are trying to change, to rethink themselves, and to support them, and to forgive them, and to be there for them, basically.
ما شاء الله هذا سيدا وجدان عاو الحمد لله إلهي وحنا نوصل جبجبي and 7th annual awakening conference أو كلن سنة والبا سمينو مقالة أوتاوا كندا أنا رنتي قلت هلا قال لي دليل الصوماليات إن أنا كل رجالينو taasna waxaa ka sii weyn in aan haddaanu nahay Soomaali meel kasta aynu joogno inaynu ahayn waxyaabahana lagu tilmaamo sida argagixisada iyo sida pirates iyo waxaasi marka alxamdulillah ilaahay wuu noo soo gabagabeeyay waxaa meesha ka hadla walaalo kala duwan adduunka meel kasta noo kala imaadeen waxaana daawanayay intaasoo kale adduunka runtiina waxaan kaliya ku dhiirigelinayna haddaanu nahay annaka awakening team waxaa waaye Soomaaliya isku tashta annaka waxaan ahayn cidna uma joogto dhalinyaro hooyooyin dad yar kulliga wana isku tashanaa waa inaynu isweydiinin mar kasta maxaa iga soo galaya waxani annaka haddaan runta idin sheegno waxaan sameeyno jeebkeena ka bixinaa wallahi alcadiim taasna waxa waaye waxaan nooga sii muhiimsan wax walba Soomaalinimadeena iyo magaca Soomaalida saan u soo celin lahayn riyadeen ugu weynayna waxa waaye waagi hore Soomaalida markii dadku waaweyn noo sheegan waxay dhaan qof Soomaali markii la sheego waa loo istaagi jiray heerkii baan rabnaa inaan gaarsiino waxaan awakening ka kaco ugu magac darrana waxa waaye Soomaali haddaan nahay maanta jiif inooma yaalo weynaynu kacnaa hurdada kacnaa meel kasta aynu joogno walaalayaal aan isku dubnaano aad iyo aad u mahadsantihiin waxaan rabaa halkaan salaan gooni inaan ka siiyo dhammaan dhalinyarada reer Ottawa hooyooyinka waalidiinta oo sanad kasta inoo soo baxaan dhammaan walaalaha har iyo habeenna taageero oo adduunka dacladiisa joogo iyo dabcan in allaal inta walaalaha caawa halkaan ka hadashay oo magacaashoodii waxaan sheegnay aad iyo aad u mahadsantihiin wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullah.
Dahabo, I had a fantastic time tonight. How about you?
And I had a wonderful time tonight.
I was just saying to somebody, this event, you can't come here and leave with an empty soul. Your soul is replenished for the whole year.
I feel like I've been rejuvenated, I've been inspired, I can't wait to do more and go back to the childhood in me. I can't wait.
I brought my daughter here this year and I'm going to bring the others next year.
I came by myself, but I'm coming back every year from now on. I'm so excited.
See you next year.
It's incredibly inspiring to be in this gathering of Somali excellence. And you know what? It's 2018. Somalis, wake up, Kakaca 2018.
Somali youth are shining. They are changing the narrative. It's amazing. I witnessed an amazing night. Thank you.
It was an amazing night. It was an inspiring night. It was a night where a lot of the speakers share their own experience, their own stories, and those stories can resonate with a lot of the youth that were here tonight. You know, their stories is sometimes telling your own stories can help a lot of kids to overcome obstacles and challenges that they face in the society we're living in.
Hello, my name is Hadaya Hassan, and I came from all the way down from Toronto. I came to Ottawa to partake this amazing event that happens once a year. I regret that I missed it last year, but this year was even more amazing. And it was amazingly inspiring, and I get to hear stories that I've wanted to hear more, and I met people who are really, really inspiring. So I want to thank the team for inviting us and holding such an amazing event.
So one thing that I really appreciated about the event was humanizing individuals, especially storytelling those that individuals that aren't really heard as much, and that's what I really appreciated about the event.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Amal Aden. I'm one of the organizers for the Awakening Kakaca conference. I'm really impressed with the amount of people that showed up. I just want to say thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you all for your support, and Awakening Kakaca.